Good afternoon, class 6. I'm happy to be with you again. Since last year, we've not been together as far as learning is concerned. But today you are lucky that I'll be teaching you science from today. We shall be proceeding on from where you've been, whatever you've been covering with the teacher. And today I want us to proceed on with the topic animals. And in this topic, we shall be looking at the types of animal feeds. But before we get to the business of today, I want us to have a look at what you covered in your previous classes. You looked at the topic animals in class 4. And in class 4, you are taught about the characteristics of animals. And I would like you to remind your parent which are some of the characteristics of animals. Yes, Cyrus, can you remind us? Thank you very much. Cyrus has mentioned that animals move from one place to another. Animals feed, another characteristic. Animals feed. Animals remove waste. Animals die. Those are just but examples of characteristics of animals. From there you came to class 5. You are again introduced to the same topic. You are taught about the classification of animals, where we looked at the vertebrates and invertebrates. And we said that vertebrates, these are animals that have got backbone. We all know what a backbone is. This is not a new terminology to us. And we also looked at invertebrates, animals that do not have backbone. They are known as invertebrates. For vertebrates, they were later classified into two: the warm and the cold-blooded animals. So that is just about what we covered in class 5 and 4. So today we shall be looking at animals in class 6, and we will say we shall be looking at animal feeding. How these animals feed. And we shall be looking at which are these feeds that these animals use. But before we look at that, we shall be looking at the objective of the lesson today. That by the end of this lesson, the learner who is you should be able to identify. The key word here is identify types of animal feeds. Should be able to identify types of animal feeds. That is the objective of the lesson. So by the end of this lesson, I would like you to remind me about all what you have covered by the end of this lesson. Animal feeds are classified into 4. These 4 classifications are: 1, we have got what we call the fodder crops. We have pasture. We have commercial feeds. The commercial feeds, these are feeds that are bought from the shops, or what we may call agrovets. And commercial feeds, they are also known as concentrates. Then we have another one that are known as conserved feeds. When you talk of conserved feeds, these are animal feeds that have been cut and stored for future use. We call them conserved feeds. We shall be looking at the fodder crops for today. And when you talk of fodder crops, these are animal feeds that are cut from the shamba and taken to the cows or to the animals at home. We call them fodder crops. They are cut and carried from the shamba to the home. We call them fodder crops. And the fodder crops are crop plants. You can also say that they are crop plants which animals do not feed or graze directly. Are we together, Anna? Yes, fodder crops, animals do not graze on them directly on the field. You cannot take, these are not animal feeds that you take animals on the field and they feed on them directly. No, you have to cut them and take them to the cows or to the animals at home or wherever you have kept them. That's what we call fodder crops. Are we together? Hope we are understanding. Can we now have a look at examples of fodder crops? Examples of fodder crops. We have one, napier grass. We have napier grass. We have sweet potato vines. We shall be looking at these. I will come with the reality or examples of these. I will come with them next time so that you can be able to identify them. Where others are sunflower heads. Sunflower heads. Then we have kales or sukuma wiki. We have maize stalk. We all know what maize stalk are. Then we have Guatemala grass. Others we have Kikuyu grass, Lucerne, star grass, and Makweti grass. If you realize what we have written here, the Kikuyu grass, the Lucerne, or whatever, these are examples of pastures. These are examples of pastures. And you again find that we shall classify them elsewhere as pastures. And that's why I'm saying these are pastures. Grasses and examples of pastures. So what can we conclude and say? We can conclude and say that some pastures. A pasture, this is an example of an animal feed that an animal can feed on it directly. Are we together? When you take your animals into a field where they are able to graze directly, we call that animal feed as pasture. Because you don't have to cut them and take them to the cow or to the animals, but rather you take the animals to that field and feed on those animal feeds directly. We call them pastures. So what are we saying? That some pastures can be classified as fodder crops, but so long as they qualify or they can be cut and taken to the animals at home. And I repeat again, that some pastures can be classified as fodder crops, so long as they qualify to be cut and taken to the cows or to the animals wherever they are. That's what we call fodder crops. So today we have looked at types of animal feeds, and we have said we got 4 types of animal feeds. 4 types of animal feeds, and these are pastures, fodder crops, commercial feeds or what we call concentrates, and then we have what we call conserved feeds. And we have said that conserved feeds, these are animal feeds that have been stored to be used in the future. We shall be looking at that later. And commercial feeds, these are animal feeds that are bought from the shops, from the supermarket, from the agrovets, and etc. And examples of fodder crops, we have looked at them. They are there: the napier grass, sweet potato vines, sunflower heads, kales, maize stalk, Guatemala grass, and other types of grasses which are down there. And until next time, bye bye. Find the homework in the book grass.